Hey guys, in this video, we are going to build a dashboard that will help us perform comparative analysis against traces. So let's go to dashboards and click on traces demo. This is a folder I have created, and I will add a new panel and I'll name this panel as demo traces. And but the stream type will be traces and the stream will be default. And for the y-axis, I want to perform this against duration. So I'll select duration. And in OpenObserve, the duration is usually measured in microseconds. So we will change the unit to microseconds, and then I will remove the decimals and I'll click on apply. Now, to get better visual understanding, I will change it to line graph. And for the legends, to understand the metadata for what traces you're trying to compare, I'll select it to be the right hand side, and I will keep the width size as 250. So that way we have enough space to read through the metadata here. And then I will scroll down. Now, the goal is to add comparison against last 2 hours and 3 hours. So we want to compare the latest with 2 hours and 3 hours old data. So I'll add quickly 2 hours, and for the next comparison, I will probably add, let's say, 6 hours instead. Now I'll quickly save this, apply this, and you can see that I have for the latest, for the 2 hours ago and 6 hours ago. And you can also see there is a drop for, I guess this is for the 2 hours ago, and for the duration is high. Right now, recent between 10:30 and 10:32, it is high. So now if you want to get more visual colors here, you can scroll down and change the color palette to palette classic and then click on apply. Now I will save this, and if you want to have proper analysis for this one, the highest we are comparing this against is for 6 hours. So I will go ahead and increase this beyond 6 hours, that is 8 hours in this case, and click on apply. So as you can see, there is not much difference here, but there is a slide for the latest duration. But for the 6 hours ago, the color coding actually helps. It is a little bit aligned with the 2 hours ago. So this is how you perform the comparative analysis. But now, what if you want to compare this for a specific service? So for that, we are going to click on the dashboard settings. We will add a dynamic variable and add a variable. Let's say it's called as service name. And then the stream type will be here traces. The stream is the default that we have selected. And the field will be service name, because this is the service name for which the traces are ingested in OpenObserve. So I'll click on save. And now I have to go edit my panel. So over here, I need to add the service name as the filter. So whenever we want to select a specific service, then that will be, querying all those traces for that. So I will go to conditions. I will say the service name is equal to the service name that we have added in the dynamic variable. Now after saving it, I can now compare this trace timeline for multiple services. For ingester or even for the courier, if I can click on refresh, you will see the trace timeline. Now this has a very good comparison for courier. The current is completely high, whereas if you compare with 2 hours ago and 6 hours ago, the ingestion was completely low. So this is the best way you can perform comparative analysis.